This is Calissa.
Hannah.
And Sarah.
And we have our
I don't
next
know, third,
guest.
right? Fourth, third, fourth.
Yeah, one of them.
We're rolling, man.
And TJ.
Hi.
Welcome, TJ.
Welcome.
You get a whole new me because this is a
Yeah.
whole different. But I did a radio talk show and I thought that was super fun. so-
Really?
Oh my gosh.
That's
Yeah.
neat.
I missed it.
Yeah, it's okay. A lot of people did. I
Does
still
anybody
have
listen
it.
to the radio? I'm sorry.
No.
See,
No, they don't.
And
but
I
everyone
don't-
listens to our podcast, so.
Yes. At least
No.
100 of you.
Podcasts are the in thing. It
Yeah,
is.
they really
It's
are.
taken
I know.
over. It's a business
That's why we
thing. and
started
it's-
this, in case you didn't realize.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
We're in it to win it, baby.
I think that's super awesome though.
Nice.
So, TJ, do you want to talk a little bit more about yourself? I know you because we were neighbors for 5 years, I think.
Yeah, that
Maybe,
sounds about
that
right.
I lived in that home.
Yeah.
And I don't really know much about you, but you're a really kind, friendly person.
Oh.
You love dogs.
Thanks. I do.
You're very good at interior decorating. You're a tattoo artist and motorcycle still-ish.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
Yeah, I do enjoy motorcycles, but I just got a Bronco.
Danger zone, baby. Danger zone.
Yeah.
That tells me all I need to know about you.
Yeah. living on the edge. You're living on the edge, baby.
I love that.
Wait, what Bronco?
It's the Ford Bronco, the Sasquatch edition.
What does that mean,
It's
Sasquatch?
like super jacked up.
I just
I-
think Sasquatch is.
I wanted the Bronco, the baby blue Robin,
Yeah.
but like it was kind of boring on the inside,
Yeah.
so I didn't get it.
You're too far away. I can't hear you.
What?
You have to speak really close so I can hear you really well.
I hear you. I was going to say, speaking of voices, I love your voice. This sounds so lovely.
Well, I'm
Soothing.
glad
Yes.
somebody does. 'Cause sometimes when I hear myself talk, it's like, oh.
I can
is
see
that
why
what
they
I
picked
sound
you for the
like?
radio show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in voice alone.
Well,
Yeah, that's
thanks.
nice.
Well, and because Joe Malone does a really good job at like supporting businesses that just opened up. So, was it to talk about your tattoo business?
Yeah. It
Nice.
was like a super nice like intro because I joined the chamber. So
Oh.
yeah.
I
stuff
just saw you
wanna
had
do.
your ribbon cutting.
Yeah, that was super fun. It was kind of, it was one of those awkward things because I didn't know a single person in that room.
You're like,
So-
hi, you're in my shop.
Hi, welcome. But then all of them were like super tall.
Yeah. I mean, how tall are you though?
I'm like 5'4".
Okay.
So like
And I'm
everybody's giants to me.
literally same. Yeah.
That's how we all feel standing next to her. She's so tall. It's so nice. She's like normal size, but for us,
Calissa,
short people,
how
Short
tall are
people, it's
you?
great.
Well, I always like to tell people I'm 5'11", but I went to the doctor today and she told me I was 5'9.5", and I'm like,
I feel like she lied.
"Excuse me,
You shrunk.
I am 5'11", especially when I'm calculating my BMI.
when we do our personal bios at a later date, we'll remeasure you.
Okay, that sounds good.
And you got to stand straight.
Yeah,
against the
I
wall.
feel like I did. I feel like she kind of crushed me down though. So I was like,
Yeah,
but anyway.
she didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah, so
Clearly.
5'11".
So until that day, you have time to bring yourself up a couple inches
Yeah, just stretch a
before
lot.
your bio day.
Which is ironic because a lot of people tell me I need to take it down a couple notches.
No,
So.
get an inversion table and really
And I don't
stretch
think a
out
lot of
your
people
spine.
realize our heights. So, I mean, Calissa, you're just a beautiful, tall, gorgeous
Drink
mom.
the water.
Amazon woman.
Drink the water.
I'm just short in here.
Same.
So am I. It's okay.
Short and stubby. That's me.
A short and fun size.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
There we go. And unfortunately, for part of this episode, we are going to have to say goodbye to Sarah. She's
Yeah,
going
probably
to
right now.
go and bless a congregation with her beautiful voice.
Oh, will.
Aw.
So,
I have
if
3
you
minutes.
miss her in the end of the episode, that is why. So,
Well, let's start then.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Everything.
how old are you?
24.
You're 20. You're 20.
young baby.
Oh my gosh.
24.
We're
Young
24 crying and trying.
Today.
Okay, so here's the deal. I may be 24, but like mentally, I am like 39.
Why do we all say, or like, yeah, I'd be young, but I'm like an 80-year-old mentality.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I'm
just
a-
want
I'm
to
an
stay
old
home,
soul,
do
they
my
say.
puzzles.
That's all I want to do.
Go to bed at 8.
Literally.
No,
soul, they say.
seriously.
Why are we like this?
It's yeah. It's the generation. I mean,
We didn't have any nicotine, so that's why.
yeah.
That's right. we were
Nothing
just
to hop
talking
us
about
up.
that. All right.
And then, so you're a tattoo artist. What got you interested in that?
I mean, I've been interested in art my whole life. Pretty much, it's like a way to express yourself through different properties and pigments and just pictures in general.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you went to like art school or anything, or if you had any.
I took a couple classes at NIAC, but I didn't. There wasn't really like an art school, but I did take like every art class possible. So
Yeah.
Nice.
In like high school?
yeah,
Okay.
yep.
So what are the steps to becoming a tattoo artist?
So you want a portfolio for sure, because otherwise, usually people don't take you on unless they're desperate. But
To be an apprentice, right?
Yeah.
Take you on to be an apprentice.
yep, apprentice is probably the best way to learn because that's hands on. You get to learn from people that learn themselves, and then you get to expand on that. So
When you when you pick an apprentice or you are picked as an apprentice, are you chosen based on like whether your styles will mesh with the shop that? Does that make sense?
yeah. I know
you
what
are.
you mean.
Okay.
Just kind of like because in a shop you want like different varieties.
Okay.
So like somebody may do realism or somebody might do stylistic or mandalas or geometric type stuff. So you want a variety, but sometimes, well, especially in North Iowa, you need to be well-rounded because everybody wants a little bit of everything.
They're just gonna be coming in off Pinterest and be like, "Hey, can you do
Oh,
this?"
I was gonna say,
That's
do
what
you
they
like
do.
Pinterest?
Yes and no. I mean, I use Pinterest a lot because
Yeah.
there is a lot of good ideas on there, but
There is.
the basic Pinterest crap.
Yeah.
If I were to go back on my Pinterest wall for tattoos,
Oh, for sure.
it's very cringe.
But it's okay. I have that cringe board too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's the beginning of an addiction to
That's like
ink, so-
2012 for all of us millennials.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's the era. That's the era for sure.
It really was.
And see, that's why I'm personally afraid to get a tattoo because I would get the cringe and then have it for the rest of my life when I change my mind in 10 years.
No, what I mean, like cringe is like
Truth.
everyone was doing it. So like, oh, sorry if I'm offending people, but the infinity sign
Oh,
yeah,
With
that's a very
love.
popular one. That's
love written in it.
yeah.
And I have the feather.
Oh. Is it behind your ear?
Yes.
Okay.
My mother was so mad at me. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, see, that's a thing too, because we always talk about how the infinity symbol is annoying, or like they always come in, but then
Basic.
yeah, very basic, like white.
I think it could be
person type.
definitely elevated now.
Yeah.
To something a little bit cooler.
Yeah. And I always tell people, I'm like, well, it is annoying to us,
like,
but
make
then
it your
means-
own.
Yeah, yeah. Like make it like include something in that,
So if someone were to show you a tattoo and they'd be like, I want this, do you like try to style it how your take on it?
Yeah, I usually do. I usually ask before, like, hey, is it okay if I make it kind of unique so it's
Yep.
not the same and copyrighted? But yeah.
I never
good.
even thought about copyrighted.
Oh yeah.
Is that a big thing?
Oh yeah. People will, if they see it on the internet and that's like their tattoo, they will sought you out and be like, hey, that's my design.
Oh.
And you just copied that.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like a lot of drama in the tattoo, like stuff like that, like people stealing
Oh yeah.
artwork and their
Copycats.
creativeness and
Yeah.
Well, and even it wouldn't be that bad if you could just change one little thing about it, because then it is yours. Because people sometimes do not want to change on what they want, and you're like, hey, I can't do that. So if you just tweak something a little bit, it'll be okay.
Gotcha. I used to have a shirt designing business. I used to design a lot of shirts, and that's kind of the same thing. As long as you make it your own twist, and I have had people copy my designs, and I have reached out, and they've taken it down every single time. But yeah, as long as you have that little twist, a little bit, because you can only reuse the same saying and the same design so many times before you just have exhausted all the options of it.
Absolutely.
And there's such a huge like trend for like graphic shirts now. It's like the checkered and like the smiley face.
Yep.
And that font. That's
Yes.
usually that says mama or something
Yeah.
on it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of we're going back to basic a little
Yeah.
bit. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't. It's a simplistic look,
It
so I
is.
really don't mind it.
But yeah, it's everyone's kind of doing it. So
Yeah.
So now
Trying
it's
to
becoming
break
a
away.
trend, and
Yeah.
you're like, I don't
because
like that
trends
anymore.
they come really fast and then they just die out.
Right.
Yep.
And you had mentioned that you went to NIAC. So what kind of post-high school education do you have? And how has that supported your journey to becoming a tattoo artist and a business owner?
I mean, honestly, it's working with people that has kind of gave me the knowledge for it. Because, I mean, I took those classes at NIAC, but they really didn't say help in that aspect. I mean, they helped with my understanding of the art, but not really with people. So I really, like, in the job with the people, that's what kind of helped get it going. You learn from people. You learn from different artists. You learn from all over the place. So that's kind of what helps you out, especially in business aspects, because you could take a class all day long, but at the end of the day, you just need to follow somebody that knows business, and they'll teach you the right way around it.
Yeah.
Definitely, reality is so much different than school.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what jobs did you have prior before being a small business owner?
I worked in the hospital quite a bit.
Oh,
I was a CNA for quite a long time. Nursing homes, hospital, everywhere.
okay.
Yeah. And
So you
then
got people skills. You get a lot of people skills from doing that.
Yeah, actually, before I was going to become an artist, another class that I took at NIAC was Firefighter 1 and Paramedic 1. So I took that class, and that kind of helped because, you get people passing out, and sometimes people have seizures, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a problem. So that helped with people as well. So,
Yeah.
Are you an adrenaline junkie?
yes.
We were just talking about that in our last
Yes, I am.
episode.
Well, that's kind of interesting, though. So, yeah, you got the people skills. You like the adrenaline. You like the, I don't know, we wouldn't call it drama.
No, it's like a rush almost
Yeah.
of like, for me, it's like, oh, I just helped that person, They were in need, and now I'm like, oh, I feel really good,
Yeah.
because you helped somebody. So
Yeah.
that's the same with tattooing,
Oh, yeah.
because it's kind of like a therapy release.
Yes.
And a lot of times people turn it into therapy, and they open up and they're like, hey, here's my whole life. Give me some advice. And it's
my
like,
gosh.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I just think about, I've been looking into getting my first tattoo, and the one that I choose will have so much meaning behind it that it's almost impossible to not be, and so much thought will have gone into it, and it'll be like a monumental, this is permanently a part of my body now. Like, am I putting too much weight into it? Or
No, I think that's kind of normal for a first tattoo, because I used
Absolutely.
to say the same thing, like, oh, it's got to mean something to me. And now I'm like, oh, yeah, I would definitely get a pig and flying
over the moon.
Yeah.
on that
something-
tattoo
something-
show where like someone gets to pick your tattoo
Yeah.
for revenge or something.
Oh my gosh, I wouldn't do that. but yeah, I mean, that's pretty, I feel like that's pretty common.
Yeah.
You want it to be meaningful and special, which, a lot of tattoos are, but then you want to have fun with it.
and you
'cause
spread
then
your
you're like,
wings.
you're like, oh, I think this would be cute here, and this, and this, and this. So I think they call it Miley Cyrus has it, where it's like random little.
Oh, like a patchwork type of.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're calling it patchwork. So
Where it's just like random small tattoos kind of all I've noticed that. on
And then
some people.
eventually they'll make it a sleeve, but
Yeah.
some people do like the patchwork look, and that's kind of them. I always tell people to start out, with something meaningful, like something that you're going to look back on and be like, oh, that brings up a memory or something. But then afterwards, people are like, well, I don't want to get anything that doesn't mean something. And I'm like, well, it obviously means something, because you wouldn't get it.
well,
if-
like the flash sheets that you guys do, I'm like, oh, that would be so cute.
It's so cute. Yeah, I know.
Like the Halloween ones are so cute.
Oh, I
and I think
know.
you did a Valentine's Day one.
We did kind of like a combo
Yeah.
when we did our grand opening, Valentine's.
Oh,
with,
this would be, it's cute.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you gotta
It
have
is
it.
cute.
I don't know. Just
Yeah. That kind of leads into my next question. One of my questions I had was, what advice would you give to someone who is looking at getting their first tattoo? Where to look for designs? Maybe does it hurt? What's the investment look like? Walk someone through that.
take it
Me
slow.
specifically.
me, help me understand. Take it slow. I mean, there's no rush, obviously. I would just go in and talk to a shop. To be honest, sometimes they can help calm your
am.
nerves, and yeah.
right now.
I know you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes talking with the person and just like laying out, hey, this is what's gonna work, this is what's not gonna work, kind of eases your nerves on it, and over time, you'll be like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
So
You ever tell someone their idea is stupid?
Oh God.
I mean,
I just think it would be really hard to be like oh, every time. Oh yeah, that's gonna look great on you. You know what I mean? Because that's just not true with all.
Yeah, and then kind
Yeah.
of trying to bring people to like reality. Like, all right, let's reel it in a little bit.
Rethink that and start. I mean, I don't say that it's stupid, but in my brain, I'm like, that's dumb. Don't do that. And then I try to bring in other aspects, like, yeah, let's add this and maybe put this in a different tattoo because that doesn't flow at all. So,
Are there any tattoos that kind of scare you, like style wise?
um,
Because there's so many styles, I can't keep up.
yeah, there's a lot.
I
There
didn't
is
know
a
that there were
ton.
different styles of tattoos.
Melissa.
I know there's line art
She's
tattoos.
She's in a whole new world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like portraits.
I was gonna say that
That's
seems to be
not
a hard one.
well, because especially with portraits, if you mess up on the shading, it's done.
Yeah.
Like you cannot fix it. You cannot go back because you messed up the shading. So if it's on the nose, you got a crooked nose now. So yeah, I mean, I've seen too many people try to attempt portraits and they just do not turn out. So for myself, I'm just like, nope, I'm not going to do that because I don't have any desire to do that. So
if you were to turn someone down, do you just recommend them to a different artist? that
yeah,
you know?
I
Okay.
usually recommend them to some people in Decorah. I know people in Minnesota. So I love
Brock.
Decorah. Yeah.
Are you looking at him?
Well, that's where I've gone to get my piercings.
Oh.
So that's just the one that I'm familiar with. And that's where tons of people, I'm from over by south of Decorah. So that's where a
Oh.
ton of people
Yeah.
go is to Brock. So
Brock's cool.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of awesome tattoos.
I've been following him for a long time, and he's won competitions and everything. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
your tattoos are just banging.
Well, and to see where he was, and now I'm like, holy crap, dude!
yeah.
What kind of potion did you take? Because
Literally.
Yeah.
wow. So he's good.
Well, do you have to do like a continuing education, or like how do you like better yourself? Do you just work, or like how do you
Yeah.
better yourself?
Actually, a lot of it is, well, one, the artists, when you do guest spots, when you go around the world, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Because I went to Florida and he tattooed my leg and he was talking to me a lot about, pigments and slowing down your machine and doing all these different things.
Okay.
But you can also watch YouTube videos. So,
Yeah, and I feel like social media has been really handy for like
yeah.
stuff like that. So like, yeah, even Instagram, I think they've elevated a lot
Yeah,
of
they
their videos,
yeah.
reels, whatever.
Yeah, I like watching those. You get distracted watching those.
Literally.
Not even of like education, it's just stupid stuff. At the time, it's like a koala crawling up a tree or something. And I'm like,
20 minutes later, oh my God, what have I been doing?
why am I watching this?
It's like that scene from Big Bang Theory of Penny
Yeah.
when she looks up from the laptop.
Yeah.
Where am I?
What year is this?
So tell me about how you feel about the actual business side, the taxes, all of that kind of
Yeah.
part that comes with the artistic part. Do you like that part? Do you not like it? Do you hire that out? What do you do?
The taxes part sucks. I mean, I'll be
Amen,
plain
brother.
and simple. It sucks.
Yep.
But I mean, I usually hire that out because there ain't no way I'm trying to do that.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
I could if I was picky enough. But
Well,
I'm
and then you
just
can
not.
focus on what you really enjoy about owning a business.
Yeah, and instead of getting because you'll get wrapped up into it if you just spend so much time. I mean, I tried to figure it out. And my head was just a storm of numbers, and I'm like, no. I'm not doing this. So taxes part of it sucks, yes. But at the end of the day, it's worth it because, one, you own your business.
Yeah.
Two, but you get to be in the community and kind of give back to what the people have given you, you know? So it's worth it overall.
Yeah.
And you
Nice.
seem to have a pretty good support system too.
Yeah.
So business has been doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been taken off. I was nervous at first, because there's always that little beginning that you're like, oh, okay. I don't know if this is a
jitters.
good idea or not. But then that first soft opening day was crazy.
Yeah.
Insane. We had the building. People were wrapped around the building.
How
Oh
many
my
how many
gosh.
flash tattoos did you do? Do you remember? Do you know?
I do. 1 minute. I think it
Reach
was.
back, searching.
It's like the SpongeBob. Have you ever seen the SpongeBob episode where he's running around with the files
I'm
on
always
fire?
referencing
Yes.
SpongeBob. Finally,
So do I.
SpongeBob.
It's so great.
fine dining.
Fine dining. My favorite. I always quote my leg.
I'm a PBS kid over here.
Yes.
Oh
Or
man.
alone.
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 I like the
Clueless over here.
episode where they go way down deep and he goes. And after every
Club
time
World.
he talks, yes. Like why? Who thought of that?
Guys, I'm so lost.
well, let's reel it back to tattoos. 'Cause
Anyway.
I've got a great question over here. Do you have any pet peeves about tattooing? Anything that you're like, oh man, or it's like someone comes, and what
Like,
would
what's your star client like?
yeah, there we go.
Star client is when they come in, they roll with the flow, and they just accept what can be in there and what can't be in there, And I would like to say that every client to be laid back and just let us do what we do, but obviously that's not the case. And that's okay. I mean, it's nice to be picky too, because you don't want people to just randomly slap like a sticker or something on you. So
Yeah.
it's okay too, but when people come
All right, here we go.
in, when they're like too picky almost. Like we place it and then all of a sudden they're like, can you move this like a millimeter down? And I'm like, that's not going to change anything. But if you think it is going to, I will move it.
Yeah.
You just do it with like a smile and like, okay.
Smile and wave. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Or when they don't want to pay, which I understand.
Oh no.
Tattoos are expensive. They are. But you're paying for quality,
I'm sorry.
Why are you
How would
confused?
that conversation go? I don't understand. Like you get done tattooing someone and they're like, "Oh yeah, bro, I'll hit you up later."
Yeah, they will ask. They'll be like, "Can I actually just do payment plans because I only brought $50?" And I'm just like,
Oh my
What?
You might have to make a rule that that's not allowed
Oh,
if
yeah.
that burns you.
So
and I always did before I told them like, yeah, you're gonna have to pay outright, and they're like, oh,
do you do like a down payment? Is it called
Yeah.
down payment first?
yep, I do retainer fees because one thing, a long time ago, the industry never used to require those. But then people were just getting screwed over so many times because people would either
I'll
book,
Venmo you later.
not show up, or they'd make you draw and then just leave. So, yeah. So now, retainer fee, because not only does that protect you, but then people are like, hey, I'm going to lose that money if I don't come in. So
yeah,
it's kind of a
my
two-way
God.
street. So
that's wild. I just can't imagine going into a grocery store and being like, "Hey, I'm just gonna take these groceries and I'll hit you back up when I can." Payment plan.
I feel like that happens a lot with like, I don't want to say beauty services, but like
well, I could see that.
just
Personal services in
Yeah.
general.
Like massage
Like,
or something, I
yeah.
could definitely.
massage, hair, lashes have
definitely
been
hair.
very popular too. So
How about a cancellation fee? Do you have one of those? Do you have anything like that?
I mean, kind of, yes.
has it gotten bad?
No, not necessarily bad, but I give them 48 hours to tell us if they have to reschedule, but if they do it in the 48 hours, we do take the retainer, and they have to put out a new one just because not only is that taken away from us getting somebody in, but, you could have told us before.
Yeah.
Now, if you're sick or like something happens in the family that's different, we're pretty flexible with that,
Yeah.
but
When you say we, who's a part of your team?
I have another artist in my shop, and he is Gage Grimm.
Okay.
He does more of the realism type
Gotcha.
stuff, so he's been a good partner. He's kind of been my rock
Good.
through opening the whole business. He's more of the chill, laid back, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, I don't know, go with the flow," and I'm like, "Okay."
That's always nice.
Yeah, he's cool.
Need to have someone to level you out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and then I have a receptionist too, and she's pretty good at organizing, and she's like, hey, did you do this today? Hey, did you write this down? I'm like, no. Do you expect it? My head's everywhere. You think I'm going to
gosh.
write that down? No.
Yes.
How do you decompress after a busy day?
I do a lot of walking.
Okay.
I'm a big nature reader, but I also read a lot.
Nice.
So I like to walk and then,
We were just talking about healthy coping mechanisms in our last episode. So
yeah.
that's walking is definitely one of those that would be.
And it's getting nice out too. Oh my
it's
gosh.
so nice
It's
outside.
a literal dream.
Yeah, I 1,000% agree.
And the daylight savings is done and over with. So now, we're getting back
To daylight.
daylight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you foresee your business going in 5 years? Do you want to add more artists? Do you want to add a specific artist? Do you want to add piercings? Do you want to add what does it look like for you?
Become a chain. I don't think that's a thing.
You can become a chain
Really?
over time if you want to. There's people that do it.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
Just one thought. New Hampton has 2 tattoo businesses now.
I saw that.
New Hampton does?
Yeah. They're like right across the street from each other.
I know
thought
the
there'd be-
one.
Yeah. There's another one that just opened.
Nope, don't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. See, the business is booming. It's great. The industry is just spreading out.
Well, and that's a small town to be able
really
to support
is.
too. And then there's another one in Sumner, which isn't a huge town either.
Wait, what's?
Spellbound Tattoo.
Yep, I've heard of it. And they
yeah.
kind of get together with the New Hampton people, and they do like
They do a lot of flash sales. I think they're all women too.
Yep.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all women, but they use that to raise money for I think a shelter last
Yeah.
time.
Certain
Aw,
causes.
that's cool.
Yeah.
A dog shelter. I just saw something about a shelter here. It's
Oh,
getting
I
closed
did.
Oh,
down.
I did see that.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
Oh, sad.
And then those animals, they need to be adopted. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to buy a farm. And I'm going to adopt all of you.
We're just gonna start
How
it
many
under a
dogs
new
do you have?
name.
I have 2.
Two. Oh,
I have 2 golden retrievers.
Oh.
They're one's my sweet boy, one's my gremlin. So
You know that's
That
weird.
way.
I have 2 kids like that. No, I'm just kidding. Joking.
but what were
only
we
sometimes.
what were we getting back? Or
All these small towns. Even before that, what were we talking about?
yeah,
Where you see your business?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Franchise. And then I
Yes.
thought about the different towns. That's where my thought process went. Sorry about that.
It's okay. That's what a podcast for. You veer off and go back. Yeah, I would like to hire probably more artists, and then I don't know if I'll get into the piercing game or not, just because the licensing and getting somebody trained for that is a real pain.
Do you get a lot of people asking if you do piercings?
Oh, every day.
Really?
Every day we get at least 2 people asking, which it would be a good business. It's just a lot because the state stuff for tattooing is very strict, but for piercing, it's almost impossible.
Tell me more about the state stuff for tattooing.
So basically health code.
Okay.
You just got to make sure that everything's sterile, clean. Obviously not using the same needles, that kind of stuff. No expired inks. You definitely have to be up to code for all of that.
So would an inspector come in and look at that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, they come every year, and sometimes they do surprise visits just to make sure that everything's going good.
Good.
That kind of thing.
Nice.
I don't know how this one tattoo place. They don't exist anymore.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, I know.
How did they pass state?
I'm thinking he was friends with.
Believe it. I would look
Bribery, maybe?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct.
Oh, okay.
at them. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I guarantee it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
just
No.
interesting work
There-
and
Personality. Interesting personality.
oh really? Oh shoot. But yeah, I just couldn't believe like you passed all these state regular.
It's like a prison tattoo over there.
Well,
I think I've seen better work at a prison
Yeah.
than I have
No, you're probably
in this
no.
person's shop.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Oh, no.
But
Well-
no, they're no longer, hopefully, no longer doing stuff.
I don't think so. But now for the state, it's a different person that does the inspections, and she's very thorough.
Good.
So I'm like, you wouldn't pass now.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's good though because we need that. We don't need dirty, nasty. Ugh.
But then some people just don't care. They're
No,
like, oh, 30
they
bucks
don't.
for a whole sleeve? Sure.
Yeah, they do. And then when I remind them, I'm like, hey, that's an open wound.
Ew.
Like, you know that, right? Like, that's like you going in for surgery, using a nasty, moldy scalpel and putting it in your skin. So,
Do you think do you have like OCD after like, being so sterile and everything?
I have super, super bad OCD.
Well, I just wondered because like some
It's
people.
a good quality to have.
It is a very good quality.
It is. But like, when you have to be clean like that, like you just kind of live your life kind of like that because you can't get out of that box.
I'm bringing home too. I bring home my.
But you have a beautiful home.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Ooh, let's
that.
talk about that.
Oh.
Lots of interior design.
That's
she said.
I do love to decorate. It's
Nice.
very odd, but I
Plant.
love it.
I mean, you can place your plants just perfectly.
Yeah, I do love my plants too.
You're a plant dad.
I am a plant dad all day. I mean, if you got a dying plant, you can take it to me.
Oh my gosh.
I'll bring it back.
I have several, so that's good to know.
If it's a succulent, you better just wish it goodbye because it ain't getting cleared
They
with
suck.
me. Yeah, they do.
Dang it, that's all I have.
Oh, well, easiest plants to have, but I kill them.
Well, fake plants over here. So
Hey, I have fake plants too, so
I like the aesthetic of them.
yeah.
Yes.
And they'll never die.
Hopefully,
Hopefully, if they die,
That'd be the
we got
first.
issues.
I need to check myself.
That's funny.
Oh no. But yeah, what were we gonna say about interior design?
Oh, yeah. Is that like a passion of yours, or is that just something that you like to do on the side, or is there actually any business potential there?
Honestly, I could see a business.
I mean, I wouldn't deny, but yeah, I do love it. It's just fun. Like, so my brain, I could have something for, okay, so my house, for example, my bedroom, I just did it because I just bought my house. I already want to change it.
Oh no.
I just painted it, I don't even like sleeping in it anymore because I hate it so
Whoa.
much. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So I got to redo all that. So, yeah.
Oh no.
Yep. That's my brain. I see new things and I'm like, yes, I need that.
But I suppose
It sounds like you're excited about that, not that it's a bad thing. though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like to, it's almost a calming aesthetic almost. That's what I like to go for.
Yeah.
Things that make, because, you're so busy throughout your whole day. And then when you go home, you just want to chill.
Literally.
You just want to decompress. You want to sit in that zenful house of yours and not worry about anything.
Yeah.
So,
Love
yeah.
that. What would you say to someone who is scared that they will regret getting a tattoo later in life?
Oh no.
And Hannah, I'd like to hear your answer on this too, because you are definitely tatted up.
I don't.
Did that even cross your mind, or am I
Not
just
really.
a chicken shit?
Are you really nervous?
Yeah. Because there's one specific tattoo I want to get, and I love the song Vienna.
oh, yeah.
Vienna waits for you.
Yes.
Slow down, you're doing fine. You probably heard that. Slow down, you're doing fine. You
Oh.
can't be everything you want to be before your time. And that's just like, that song speaks to me. And so I want to get a tattoo, something like a clock with like
Yeah.
Vienna on it or something like that. And I'm just so terrified that I'm not going to relate to that, or it's just, I'm going to look at it and regret it. And
No.
I don't think you will.
No.
no. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I've been
It's-
thinking about it for years. So,
Well, like, why do you like that song so much?
oh, the lyrics, they just are so, it's, I need that reminder.
They
Slow
speak to you.
down, you're doing fine.
Yep.
You can't
That's
be
cute.
everything you want to be.
See,
That's
that's
cute.
For your
how I
time.
know you won't regret it.
Yeah.
It's like earlier, it's a memory thing.
It is.
When you look at that, you're like, oh,
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I mean, on my thumb, I have it's okay.
Oh my gosh,
And out
I
of
love that.
all of my tattoos, that is probably my favorite one.
Aw.
Because whenever you're panicking, I mean, I used to get really bad panic attacks when I
Mm-hmm.
was younger. I'm better now, but
It's okay if you're not.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Some days it's okay. But that's a reminder that it's okay,
I love that.
And for you, that clock with Vienna would be, it's
Why
okay.
a clock?
Because the lyric, because of something with the lyrics. Slow down, you're doing fine. So it's like the slow down the clock. You know what I mean? I just saw a tattoo.
Like a sand clock?
No, here, hold on. Let me pull it up. And I got to remember the lyrics. Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time. Vienna waits for you.
Yep.
That's cute. See, that's a cute idea.
So, yeah.
I've actually seen a lot of people been naming their kiddos that. Vienna.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a very pretty name.
I
love
just
it.
think of Vienna sausage.
You think of what?
Vienna sausage.
Just wanted to make sure I was not thinking that.
Vienna. I don't know what Vienna sausage is.
Oh man.
What?
Wait, how do you wait?
You've never heard of that?
Go
Vienna
back.
sausage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a brand.
How do you not? Oh, you've had to have
Like
seen
a hot
hold on.
dog.
All right. Since we're cutting all of this anyway.
No.
Vienna tattoo, Billy Joel. Let's see.
I gotta find it for you, cause. Oh,
On your
that
ankle?
would be so cute.
Yeah.
There's
Do
a
you say that to
Vienna
everybody?
sausage.
No, I've never seen that before.
Let me see. What?
And so now I can't get it.
No, still get
No.
it. Still get it.
There's a couple of them that just say, slow down, you're doing fine, which I would be fine with that as well. But I just need
But
I
then
just
it's
need
like
it to look the right way.
you would have to look at the artist and see like they have to make it theirs. Like it
Yes.
can't be a
Yeah.
copy and paste. So
Which even if you did like a different font.
Yeah, slow
you
down.
Really?
you- Slow down, you crazy child. I
that's
love that
cool.
one too.
cute.
See, you could put those words underneath the clock.
Yes, and that's the kind of wrap it around.
Yes.
That's kind of what I've been
Oh,
thinking of.
that would be so cool.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
do it.
You should. Okay, so how do you price a tattoo like that? So someone comes to you, what do you look at?
So we do have a shop minimum, and I usually do 100 even as the minimum, just because inflation, supplies.
Yeah.
You know, the ink.
The receptionist.
It's all expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, we usually do just 100 even, and something like that. That would be 100 even.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Oh, that's not. I see. I have it in my head that tattoos are like $800 a piece.
Oh no, unless you're looking to do a huge arm piece.
Okay.
Those,
Gotcha.
I mean, if you
So
add
like what
color,
factors that in?
yeah,
Just your
like
time?
time, labor, colors. Sometimes color is harder to pack in
Mm.
because skin takes a little while for it to kind of pick up that pigment. Shading sometimes takes a little longer too, but mostly color. And if it's a lot of detail, that's going to take a long time too because you have to be super tedious
So like
on what you're tattooing.
do you want to name like let's just name like a full arm sleeve? Like what would that be priced?
Like if Hannah continued her sleeve all the way
I
down.
do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Like a full arm, like if you go from upper bicep down to your wrist, we usually quote like 2,000 to 4,000. Just because you never know.
that's a lot of time. It's
It's a
work.
long time.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's tedious.
yeah. Well, and you could do just line work stuff, so you're going to be more in the 2,000 range, or you could do super intense, tedious work, and that's going to be more the 4,000. Because
Wow.
yeah,
No, when I would get tattoos, I'd be like, I hope like nothing happens to this body part because this costs
this
me a
is
lot of money.
expensive. Yeah, that's why people, you get those people that say the boomer generation is always like, why'd you get that? And I'm like, Karen, my skin costs more than probably your healthcare. Like,
Literally. Yeah.
just saying.
Our clapbacks are just quick.
Yes, and I think that's all of those excuses in my head are what I hear when it's like, oh, you're gonna regret this when you get older. What's gonna happen when your skin sags? Like, I very much have all of the.
Too bad everything's gonna sag.
Because neither of my parents
Yeah.
ever had tattoos.
No,
None of my
same.
siblings have tattoos. Like it's very
My brother's got a backyard tattoo.
Oh no.
a backdoor tattoo,
A backyard.
a backyard tattoo.
Thank
Thank you for clarifying.
awful. So like it's just my mom hated my feather tattoo. She's like, think about your wedding day. It's so ugly and blah 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 blah. My brother gets a backyard tattoo. No comment. Nothing. And I'm like,
Wow.
excuse me.
You're like,
Like I went to an actual shop to an artist.
yeah.
My brother just
Okay.
I've got a kit here. Can you sit down?
Okay.
Can you put it on me?
Literally, I think that's how the conversation went.
Thank you for clarifying what a backyard tattoo. It's like a clean version of a prison tattoo. Is that what I'm getting? It's like
Like
it's
I
just
said, I think I've
someone
seen
in the
better
backyard.
tattoos in prison.
Okay.
Backyard is like, you don't know if the needle's clean.
Oh, okay.
You don't know if they made their own ink. You don't know.
Yeah.
They could have just put some food dye and some water, mixed it up, and
Yeah, I mean, it's awful. And I'm like, oh, you should get that.
fixed. You should
yeah.
get that covered. You should do
Covered.
something.
And it's so big, too, and it's right on his back. And
Oh, no.
every time I see it, I'm like, oh, Nathan. Like, just.
Take it away. What is that? Oh,
So,
no.
yeah, I mean, I'm always just curious to see, like, what artists think about that. But
Oh, yeah.
pretty mutual feelings.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Well, when we quote people that too, they're like, holy expensive sometimes. And I'm like, I mean, we're flexible and we'll work with you. That's why we do things in sessions. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, because I always just hear that about people who are getting a sleeve or like, oh, I'm saving up to go put another inch on.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So I just always assumed it was so crazy expensive to do any tattoos. So
I guess wouldn't it depend on the artist and the shop
Yep.
mostly?
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So I know some people like apprentices too because, they're just starting out and
Oh, yeah.
they're a little cheaper because they need the practice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you get practice? How do you convince people to let you practice on them? Is it pretty easy? Easier than you think?
It's mostly like friends and family at first. My rule when I have apprentices will be you have to tattoo yourself before you tattoo anybody else because you're not going to want to mess up on yourself.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
You don't want to mess
Have
up
you
anybody
tattooed
else.
yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've got them all on my legs. And I've
Nice.
tattooed quite a few.
Nice.
So,
Very cool.
yeah. Plus, it just gives you that time to kind of learn, too, because you can use yourself as a canvas. As bad as that sounds.
Yeah.
But it works because
Yeah.
then you can learn and,
I thought like pigskin.
yep. You can do pig ears,
Pig
pig
ear.
skin, type of that texture.
Where do you get this?
You can actually go to a butcher
Oh.
and they have them. They're like, yeah, sure, here you go. But otherwise, we order fake skin online.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
that's not as fun.
No, and the fake skin's more plasticky.
Thank you for clarifying it's fake skin because I would have a lot of questions about ordering real skin online.
I just
get some
donated my
real skin.
skin for
Well,
$700.
You know, it's interesting. We have to, so I'm a nurse, and so we have to, within 1 hour of someone dying, we have to call the Iowa Donor Network with or without the family's consent. We usually, the family doesn't know that we do it. And we call the Iowa Donor Network, and you can donate your, a lot of people aren't qualified to donate their organs or things like that, but they take skin a lot of times, and people donate their skin for like skin grafts and
My
things
dad
like that.
I
donated
suppose.
his skin, his arm skin, which I was kind of surprised because he was a farmer. I mean, I don't.
Oh, because
think
you're
he-
out in the sun all
in
the
the
time.
sun.
But I mean, if his blood count and blood
suppose.
cells were all good, I'm sure.
But yeah, that was I never heard of skin.
Yeah, skin, eyes,
Eyes, yeah.
bones, bodies, just for research in general. Yeah,
That's true. Science research.
yeah. Eyes. A lot of people donate their eyes.
My dad did.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That's awesome.
That's cool.
My dad and my grandpa. And
Yeah.
I was like, eyes, but then you see, it was mostly military. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
It's
problems.
crazy that how they could do that though. Just take somebody else's eyes and it's like, oh.
And like I said, you have to call in the donor place, and it's so hard because when you hear a loss like that, like not only are you trying to process it, but they're also like,
Within the hour.
okay,
Yeah.
I know this sucks, but
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
can we have
And that's why
this?
we
Okay.
make the phone call and we do not have the conversation. I would say 99% of the time we do not tell the family that we're calling. That the Iowa Donor Network is, you just get a random call from a random phone number within several hours of your loved one dying, asking for all of their parts.
Yep. I do.
Anyway, tattoos.
to get light again.
Anywho.
More SpongeBob.
Yes, more SpongeBob references, please.
More cowbell.
Oh my gosh. And I got to shout out, TJ
yes.
brought us these beautiful gifts. We each got a Starbucks gift card. We got a couple chocolates. We got a red rose and we got a coffee mug. And I just think that is just the sweetest.
And he packaged it so nicely too. It's so
Yes.
cute. I don't think I even want to like mess with it.
I know.
I
I'm just
suck
gonna-
at
I'm just
like
this.
little tedious stuff like this.
See, I love doing stuff like that too. Like
Oh
little
my gosh,
gift
you're
bag
so
stuff.
thoughtful.
Oh, you should be a
just
gift
fun.
bag person. Like I'll give you the gifts and then you just make it really
I'm okay with
like
that.
a
Decorate.
cute bouquet.
I would love to, but don't get me something to wrap because it'll look
Same.
like crap. So
Same. People make fun of me because I would bring like a gift bag.
I
and
do
I'm
it all
like-
the time.
I'm
all
like,
the
I
time.
can't wrap.
I can't wrap.
Yeah.
And if when I try, because I try to do it still for the kids, because you know they like to open stuff, and I'm like, sorry if that corner's peeking out a little bit, and sorry if that one's upside down. Sometimes I use two different types of wrapping paper, and I'm like, don't ask questions.
You know that it was like a meme. It was like my husband wrapping gifts, and it literally looks like shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's what mine is.
Me, holy mother, that's me.
And my mom's like, I tell you to fold in the wrapping paper and make the lines nice and clean. And I'm like, I don't care.
I can't do that.
No.
No, my mom tried to do that with me too.
Do you want
and
to bring
it's
up anything else your mom is disappointed in you in this episode?
She's going to call me and be like, I did not. I'm like, oh,
like, oh, well,
no, that's not how I took it.
I remember it.
Well, that is hilarious.
This is just how Hannah disappoints her mother. And tattoos.
Oh, no.
That's funny.
Oh no.
Funny. That was hilarious.
TJ, is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up this episode?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm just excited that I got to be on here. I was super excited when she commented on my post, and I was like, yes, I want to do that. It's
Awesome.
It is
yeah.
just fun.
It
It's
is.
just, it's cool. Plus, you get to find out things that you don't know about people, and
Yeah.
it's just really cool. It's really fun.
Yeah. It's very
Kind
fun.
of thing.
Well, this has been great.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Of course, we missed Sarah. Yes. Sarah
Yeah.
decked out halfway through, but
That's okay. She has to go sing.
yes.
She has to. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, don't ask me to do that. Nope. Not an opera singer. No.
Same.
Yes. So this has been Sarah and Calissa.
And Hannah.
And TJ.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.